it's one of them industries that kind of excites me as well.
I just learnt this morning that you're in a band.
I am in a band.
Can you sing for me now?
No. Quite a small industry, everybody knows each other. I wasn't your typical salesman of pouncing on someone, let me sell you, sell.
Doors closing. Welcome to the 13th floor. Stuck in a Lift HQ.
Stuart, thank you so much for joining me today.
No problem at all. Thank you for inviting us. It's much appreciated.
I'm getting all the Stuarts on. I feel like now you're the third Stuart.
Really?
Yeah, you're the third Stuart of
There's not many
3.
Stuarts about, but in the industry, yeah, there's quite a few.
It's the name. It's the name.
Definitely.
Yeah. Well, welcome to
Thank you very
season
much.
3.
Thank you.
How are you today?
Yeah, very good. Thank you. Yeah.
How's your
very
driving?
good. Yeah, not too bad. Classic M25, but yeah,
It's
all right.
that time of the morning.
It's that time of the morning, but never mind.
So, Sassi Lift Systems.
Yeah.
Who are they? What do you guys do? And what do you do for the company?
So, yeah, I'm the business development manager for Sassi Lift Systems. We are basically the UK office for Alberto Sassi. We sell all of the range of the Sassi Holdings group. So everything that they sell, we sell it. Right. So ranging from Sassi gearboxes and gearless machines through all to the range of machines from Sassi Spain and the SMS products as well. Okay. So it's quite a varied amount of products, and as well as other leading manufacturers that we sell as well.
So there's a lot.
Yeah,
there's a lot
of products to learn, but we've got a range of lift equipment that can suit any of your lift refurbishment needs.
So what made you join the manufacturing industry?
I fell into it purely by chance. I was out of work and I was looking for a job. I was looking at what jobs were around in my local area at the time. I didn't have a car. I was thinking I could cycle to work. And this job came up working for Sassi Lift Systems as a sales support, basically. So I applied, went along. I didn't know anything about lifts. Didn't know that lifts had gearboxes. I didn't know how a lift worked, to be honest. Fell into it purely by chance. And yeah, near enough 12 years later, I'm still here selling lifts and, like the face of the company and, going out site, meeting people and meeting everybody. So yeah.
I do say it every time. Once you're in lifts.
Oh yeah, once you're in, that's it.
You're glued to the floor.
Stuck, yeah. I'm stuck in the industry now, but it's a strange industry. It's quite a small industry. Everybody knows each other. Yeah, it's one of them industries that kind of excites me as well. So even though I'm looking at the same lifts, same type of things, it still excites me. The fact every day is different, it's so varied. It's fantastic. I love it.
So what did you do before?
So whilst I was at university, classic, working at Tesco's.
Cool.
So as you do, need some money. Staff discount is always very good for your Tesco meal deal.
100%.
Yeah, need that when you're a student, definitely. From Tesco's, I worked for Everest, so like the window company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so very varied, but I sold kitchens.
Yep.
Now, nobody knew they sold kitchens, and I worked there in 2008 when we had the recession. Mm-hmm. And the kitchens, really, really good, but they was expensive. And at the time, I was, 18, 20 years old, something like that, when I joined. And I was 20 years old, and a 20-year-old, fresh face, didn't have a beard. I had full head of hair then. But turning up at someone's door and trying to sell them a 50 grand kitchen during the recession.
Tough.
Yeah, it was commission only. So you got no basic wage, just commission only. And yeah, that was absolutely horrendous. But it taught me so much about how you can approach different people. Mm-hmm. And basically then I was measuring up kitchens. So similar to measuring up lifts.
Exactly.
So I had them transferable skills. Obviously, whilst at university, I was training to be a product designer. So I always wanted to be a designer, designing anything from iPads to chairs to anything. Just anything I wanted to design. I had a real passion for it. But yeah, kind of fell out of love towards the end of the degree. Fell out of it and then just kind of fell into sales. So I worked for Everest, went horribly wrong. And then started working for Bath Store, selling bathrooms. Again, same kind of principle. Measuring up bathrooms, designing bathrooms. So I had a real kind of passion for that as well. And just talking to people every day, people coming into the shop. Mm-hmm. I wasn't your typical salesman of pouncing on someone, let me sell you, sell, building that rapport with someone. And always they used to come back and then, we need to buy some accessories or we need to do the ensuite. They want to speak to me. So it was quite nice. And then from bathrooms, I worked at Volkswagen, which was then a completely different change, working on the service side. It was call centre based and you do like 140 calls a day speaking to people. It's absolutely crazy, just booking in services across the whole of the UK. That was a tricky job because there was no break. It was literally call after call after call,
Bang,
being
bang,
that
bang.
call centre.
Yeah.
But it was good fun, and again, learn how to talk to people. So you get somebody, you'll be calling somebody in East London, so you all like geezerish, and then next thing you're talking to someone on the West End of London, a bit more. They speak in a little bit more posher, or somebody up in Manchester, or someone in Wales. So you're learning
Did you
how
have to put
speak.
on an accent?
No,
Okay.
I didn't put on an accent. No,
He does voices as well.
I do great impressions. But no, but you can learn how, like, so you get some more people that are more posh, so you know, right, I need to change my accent and learn how to speak to somebody a bit different. If I'm talking the same to so many different people,
Yeah,
it's not going to kind of gel. So that's been a great skill for me, especially as what I do now, where I might be on site with an engineer, to the next day I might be with a consultant or person on the accounts, where you know how you can speak to different people the right way, basically. So that's been quite good. And then from Volkswagen, I worked in health and safety. Again, completely varied, but still it's on the sales, customer service side of things, which is what I'm passionate about. And selling health and safety packages and training. So that's been quite nice for knowing the health and safety side of the business and understanding the risks, especially now with lifts and lift shafts and everything else as well. Yeah. Knowing, should we have a risk assessment for this? Should this be done? Should this be done? Which has been quite good. And then Sassi Lift Systems. So a few jobs in my time of employment, but I've been with Sassi now nearly 12 years. So it's it's that job that I'm stuck in, and I'm stuck in the lift industry. But I love it. Every day is completely different. It's brilliant.
Target Lifts are proud to sponsor the Stuck in a Lift podcast in partnership with Blacks Productions, a lift company with a passion to deliver expert levels of customer service. Target Lifts are always aiming higher.
And I just learnt this morning that you're in a band.
I am in a band, yeah.
Yeah, tell me about that.
So I play the double bass in a 50s rock and roll band.
Amazing, love that.
So there's quite a few bands out and about on the circuit. We don't tend to get too much involved in the all the scene and stuff. We tend to do weddings, birthday parties, anniversaries, do the odd charity event, and so it's quite cool. We've been doing that since 2007. Okay. So been a double bass player. So
did you learn that instrument at school? Have you?
No, I've played guitar since I was 8. So I learned to play guitar, and then whilst at school, the guy that I'm in the band with, we went to school together, and he's heavy into his rock and roll stuff then, and he said, can you play guitar with me? And was playing around. I said, do you want me to pick up a bass? And I play a few bits on the bass. He said, okay, and then just learnt the bass from there. And then I joined his band, and my brother is the drummer of the band, and the other guitarist, they're two brothers as well. So
it's quite a close knit.
So two sets of brothers, so it's quite cool. And the original band was actually formed in 1957. So our band's called the Black Caps. It was originally formed in
Black Caps.
Caps, yeah. Caps. And we wear black caps.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's like there was a guy called Blue Jean. What his name now? It's completely gone out of my head. But his band wore the blue caps. So it was so Gene Vincent and the Blue Caps was his name. So so we are the Black Caps, and so they started in 1957, and the two other brothers, it was their dad's cousin was in the original Black Caps, so we kind of carried on their family kind of band. So it's quite cool. But we go around gigging. Good. We don't tend to gig too much. We're getting too old for it.
Old, please. How old are you?
I'm 37.
That's old. That's really
thanks,
old.
Thanks. But it's mainly like we do a gig, and you get home like 1:30 or so in the morning, and you're exhausted. And the next day, it feels like you've been out on the drink. Yeah. It is exhausting. You wake up and you're like, oh my God, why is my body hurt so much? But it's such a physical thing because we're performing.
You've got to be 100% energy the whole time.
Oh yeah, the whole time. And the thing is, we do like 2 1-hour sets. So we're playing for like 2 hours. Plus then you've got your drive there to begin with, the setting up, sound checking, then the gig for 2 hours, then everything back. So it's exhausting. Next day, it feels like I've been out, had a heavy night drinking.
Don't need the gym.
No, it absolutely ruins me. It takes a couple of days. And normally my voice, if anyone calls me on a Monday morning, my voice is just like completely hoarse and completely shot. I've got no voice.
How did you teach yourself to sing? Have you just been born?
Just kind of done it. Voice? Yeah, I did have some singing lessons.
Yeah.
I'm still not great, but I just bumble on, get by.
Can you sing for me now?
No.
Okay, just checking. That's a shame.
Not with the cameras on, maybe later.
That's brilliant. Okay, so let's bring it back to lifts. What's been your most successful project so far?
It'd be hard to say a successful project. We do so many, we sell hundreds of machines every year. So to try and pick one out would be really, really hard. We've had only recently we supplied one of our MF94 machines with a 2 metre long extended shaft. So quite big for the Houses of Parliament.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, that was a really good project to do because it was also replacing an MF94 machine we sold back in about 2000 or the late 90s. So it's literally a like-for-like swap, but trying to get the factory to re-engineer, because it's such a special build, to make that machine again. And then all the logistics to get that machine to us because it's so big.
Yeah. How big is that? I wouldn't even know.
So the machine weighs normally around about 600-700 kilos. And then with this massive extended shaft on it, it's really big. But the 2 meters length, we had to use 2 forklifts to take it off the truck to keep it so steady as it come off, because it was, how it was held up. It was, it's unreal, what we need to do. And then it only just fitted through our back door. And then we had to do a total split on it. So we split our machines to make it easier to get the machines into site. So with the MF94, we can actually do a total split on it. So we can take the top of the gearbox out and actually remove the whole shaft with the crown wheel. We had to have so much special packaging made to hold it because it's completely bespoke. We haven't done anything like this.
Wow.
Well, since, let's say, the late 90s. So
25, yeah.
Yeah, so to make something so special to carry it. But yeah, it went really well. The engineers managed to get it through on site. One of them jobs that I got a phone call after saying that was perfect.
That's what you
and it
want to
literally
hear.
dropped back down in the same place as the old one done. So from the factory side of things, they've done everything perfectly. From our side of things, in terms of getting it in, doing all the splits, and then we had to go back to site and rebuild it as well. So, and it wasn't the easiest of spaces to rebuild it, and especially when you're trying to drop a 2 metre long piece of metal into a hole perfectly. Yeah, it's a challenge for the lads, but
it was a good tick in the box.
It was a good tick in the box.
Nice.
Yeah.
So I can imagine it doesn't always run smoothly. Can
No.
you tell us some challenges that you get from day to day?
It's on-site access. So we always offer a split and a rebuild when we do our quotations. Most of the time people take it. Also because of health and safety these days, it's so hard to lift a lump of metal.
Yeah.
The lightest one is 250 kilos, the heaviest one is 2.2 tons.
Wow, okay, so a big difference.
It's a big difference. So we offer this split and rebuild service that we do. So we split it in our warehouse, we package everything up, protect it all, and we come to site and rebuild it for them. And it just makes it a lot easier for the customer to install. But sometimes, it will go to site and it won't be split. They think they can get it through. And sometimes it's a struggle and that, no, we can't. We get the phone call, we need help. And so, we're there. We're there to help them split the machine down for them whilst they carry it through the building and we rebuild it. That's the biggest challenge.
Does it happen a lot?
Sometimes. It's not all the time. Most of the time people take the split and rebuild. It's the ambitious ones, which I applaud them for. We can do it.
Give it a go.
We can get some men around that. We'll sort that out. And then it's not going to physically work. So, but we're more than happy to help, and we're there to be there and get it sorted for them so they can carry on their journey through installing the lift. But that's the biggest challenge, is the on-site side of things, just helping them out really.
Target Lifts are an independent business, and since 2009 they have been offering peace of mind and complete confidence in the service they provide. They are available 24 hours a day, 365 days a year, and can tailor contracts to suit your specific requirements. At Target Lifts, they pride themselves on providing excellent communication and engineering detail to ensure full compliance, safety and reliability on all planned preventative maintenance contracts. Visit targetlifts.limited.co.uk today to see what they can do for you.
So apart from the talking to people that we've just learnt that you love, talking to people and learning different ways to communicate with different people, what else do you love about your job?
I love the variation. So this week, I've just come back off holiday. This week I've been in the office all week, helping the office, preparing all the offers for all the quotations, so whether that's from our gearboxes and gearless machines through to guide equipment. Yeah. So quoting everything this week. Next week I'm out on site surveys. So I've got several site surveys booked up already for next week. And then meetings with councils, consultants and with customers as well. So it's that variation. Each day I'm not sitting in the office doing the same thing every day. I've got real variation within my job role, which I love. Then through to social media, doing the website. We're currently working on
do you do that as well?
Yeah.
Wow.
So to do the social media side of things, of the website. We're having a new website designed at the moment as well. So doing all that kind of thing, It's quite nice. It's
busy.
Yeah, it's busy, but it's not just sitting doing the same thing every day, which I quite like. I quite really enjoy that.
Yeah. What is the most expensive part you've got on the shelf?
On the shelf, we do keep quite a range of products on the shelf, but the most expensive item we've got probably be our MB108 machine.
That's a lot of numbers to me. What is
so
that?
that's our biggest gearbox.
Okay.
And you're probably looking about £22,000 for that.
Wow.
Yeah, but it weighs, say, 2.2 tonne.
Yeah.
It's so heavy that our forklift can't pick it up. So we either have to ask our neighbours to borrow their forklift because they've got a bigger one than us. So we don't sell many of this machine. It's a very rare occasion that we need to use this machine. So we decided, we'll speak to our friendly neighbours next door.
Take them biscuits.
Yeah, take them biscuits, make a cup of tea and borrow their forklift for half an hour.
Nice.
Or what we do is our lads jump on the truck and they start splitting the machine down whilst it's on the truck to make it that bit lighter. So we start removing the motor, remove the traction sheath, and then we can lift it off. But we have to organise that with making sure our engineers are in to help us do that.
Course,
so depends what we can do. But yeah, that's the biggest one, and it's the size of like a small car, really, like a Kia Picanto is. I had my photo with it quite a few years ago when we had one in, and as me, basically, I'm leaning on it. It comes up to here on me. So
wow.
I'm like leaning over the back of it. It's a big machine, very big. But
in what situation would that be ordered?
It'd be really, I think the last one. I'm trying to think the last one we sold it for. It'd be like anything like a really big goods lift, really.
Okay.
So you're looking probably like 50 person lift, and it's been for like one of those or a big hospital lift. But we tend to sell it varies. One year we can sell 1, the next year we can sell 10. It varies on them projects coming up, and obviously the customer selecting us for their machine.
Is that just due to the weight of what's going in the lift?
Yeah,
right.
Purely for that. We could sell one for every lift that we sell.
Yeah,
but it's not the right machine. So it's we've got such a range of machines from the Modi all the way up to the MB108, so that will fit each different criteria of lifts.
That's so interesting. I haven't seen one yet. I haven't seen one, but I'm going to go on a mission.
Yeah,
I'm in lifts all the
so you see a
time,
nice
so I'm gonna
blue
find
one. Yeah, you'll see one.
I'll take a picture for you and send it over.
Yeah, yeah.
So throughout your 12 years,
Yeah.
have you seen anything that was unexpected?
I say the best thing is the behind the scenes stuff.
Okay.
So when that first day I went to site and I stood on top of a lift car and I got to ride up the lift shaft.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, this is amazing. But also it's the fact that, I mean, especially like the older lifts, not like lifts that are installed now, but you step on or you look inside the pit and sometimes how filthy they are, or just like the actual lift shaft, and you're looking around like, what, this is all it is? That's carrying people up and down the lift shaft. But some of them are, obviously now everything's painted white and beautiful lighting, but also it's the hotels. So you go to see like a beautiful hotel, you're like, wow, this is amazing. It's a couple £100 a night to stay here. And then as soon as you open that door and go behind the scenes to start making your way to the machine room, it's just chaos. People running everywhere. You've got all the kitchens, everything as well. And it's just everywhere. It's just like a normal place. There's no marble anywhere behind the scenes and no gold everywhere. It's that kind of thing. You're like, have I walked through a different building?
Yeah.
But that was the biggest kind of shock for me when, especially doing like the prestigious jobs. You see them sites, they are really
all
amazing.
All the money's been spent on
on the
you
front
can
house.
see.
Front house
Back
is
house.
immaculate.
Yeah.
Back of house is one nobody cares. And it is literally corridors. People are rushing around everywhere to serve everybody, which is great.
I was in a Premier Inn the other day and saw exactly the same. Yeah. And it took me back. I was like, wow, am I still in the hotel?
Yeah.
I clearly am. But yeah, it was a shock for me.
Yeah, it is a big shock. It's crazy what the difference can be just between the door.
Target Lifts has a YouTube channel. Subscribe and view their recent company promotional video, a day in the life of a lift engineer, and more recently 3 customer reviews where the client gets to say what they really think about the service Target Lifts provide. Give them a watch today. Target Lifts are always aiming higher.
We love to end each episode in tradition, and we would love to know who you'd want to be stuck in a lift with and why.
For me, I'm a huge Formula 1 fan, so I would like to be stuck in the lift with Sir Lewis Hamilton. Only to chat about him, about his career. I think he's an amazing driver. He's been really good for the sport. But also 2021 season where he lost to Max Verstappen on the last race. Big controversial race. But how he lost the championship basically on the last lap because of what the FIA done, but we won't go over that. But yeah, I mean, he hit rock bottom from it, and how he's brought himself back. Basically, learn, you know, how did he pick himself up from that? Because it's always hard if you have a bad day and then you're trying to pick yourself back up. But what did he do for his motivation to really kind of drive? Excuse the pun there. Drive himself through to that was unintentional. Drive himself through to, you know, pick himself up and carry on winning more races. And, you know, how does he get out of bed every day after that? You must be like,
yeah, it's got to hit him hard.
Hit him hard to think the sport he loves has kind of destroyed him.
Is he going to hang the helmet up soon?
Well, he's joining Ferrari next year.
Right.
So he's leaving Mercedes, and he's venturing off to Ferrari. So hopefully I might be wearing then red overalls next year. Plus also with the Italian base.
When you watch it, do you wear overalls?
No. No, I might wear my McLaren hat. I'm a McLaren fan through and through. So since I was a child, I was a McLaren fan. Okay. Lewis used to race for McLaren, he now races for Mercedes. So my wife always takes the mick out of me saying, oh, what are you going to wear? I end up wearing like my McLaren hat, my Mercedes t-shirt. I might have to wear my Ferrari trousers. I think
does that
next
not
year.
cause like a row between?
Yeah, my son's the same as well. He wears his McLaren hat and his McLaren top, so he's a big McLaren fan as well.
Okay. Do you watch it often? Like, do you go and watch it?
I haven't been and watched it in a long time, since like '96, when my parents could pay for it then. Yeah. But now it's very expensive to go and watch a race. I'd love to go. I'd love to take my eldest son. Yeah. He would love it. But yeah, it's the cost side of things. It's quite expensive. Maybe do one in Spain or Portugal, somewhere like that, or in Hungary. There seem to be like the better places to go for a good weekend. Okay. But still saying it's quite expensive these days.
So I think rather getting stuck in a lift, we'll get you stuck in the car.
I mean, that'd be amazing.
Could you imagine?
That'd be amazing.
Okay.
If I can beat him as well, I mean, you know, I'll do a bit of sim racing. Yeah, maybe. I'll do a bit of sim racing at home.
What's sim racing?
So it's a bit geeky. So basically playing Xbox or PlayStation, and I've got a steering wheel, racing seat, and
love that.
Pretend to be like when you go to
put a crash helmet on.
I've done.
And your overalls in the living room.
I've put my crash helmet on. I've got a crash helmet, so I've got a race helmet. I've put that on before.
Stop it.
Just for try and get the simulation. You know, turn the lights out.
Put a fan on to get the wind.
I've done that as well. I have done that as well.
Is there videos of this?
No.
It's a good job, eh?
There is a video of me playing on my Instagram page. So yeah.
I've got to check this out, guys. When you go over to the Instagram page and find that.
It's a long time ago. I was playing. I used to have at my old house. My garage was turned into my man room, and it was literally had all my guitars, my basses, and my little racing rig. I used to just sit there and play, and I thought maybe I could do some videos and do it on YouTube and playing. There's a lot of people do that, and I've done a couple of videos, and I was like, I haven't got the skill set for that really. Okay. My racing skills aren't as good as other people. So. Okay. But it's good fun. It's good to.
I love that.
I can't afford Ferraris and McLarens, so if I can sit at home and play it in my living room.
Exactly. Why not?
Why not? And put the crash helmet on for a bit of realism.
I used to drive a moped before I used to drive. Yeah. We lived in the countryside, so getting around was not a thing. Yeah. I think there was a bus once a week for old people to go to the library, and that's it. So I had a moped. Cool. And the only thing I wanted was a really funky crash helmet. So I had...
Did you have one with like the bunny ears and stuff on it?
No, that's just gone too far.
Okay.
I was trying to be cool, not odd.
Okay. I haven't got one of them.
It's brilliant. It was silver and it had the peak on the top. Okay, yeah. But I took the visor off and I had these like cerise pink goggles.
Oh, cool. Like over dirt bike style ones, yeah.
And I thought I was the bee's knees.
In a little
going
50cc.
Like 30 miles an hour down the road. But I had the crash helmet. It was all about the crash helmet.
You look cool.
I thought I looked cool. Probably looked like a right idiot. But
again, we need pictures of this.
All right, we'll trade. We'll trade in a minute.
Yeah, I'll send it to you and you can go, this is what Stuart looks like with the extended shaft.
Yeah.
There.
Hashtag. Stuart, thank you so much for joining me for a chat.
Thank you very much for inviting us. Much appreciated. Thank you very much.
Doors closing.
I sell from a knowledge point of view and what the right application is for the project.
Do you still miss getting your hands dirty?
No.
Don't miss it.
For me, it's working with people that want to work as a team. I think that's absolutely pivotal. If you want to be noticed,
you've got to stand out somehow.
Stand out.